Hi guys, it's Mandy from Mandyleeplays, and in this video, I'm gonna do a before you buy for Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. So not this copy. Vengeance is kind of like a definitive version for Shin Megami Tensei 5. Now, I really don't like that practice. I felt like the DLC could have been in the original game instead of buying a whole new game. So yeah, I can't hide that I'm really disappointed that Atlus is still doing definitive editions, because if they keep going on, people are not gonna buy the game day one. They're just gonna wait until the definitive version comes out, and that's not really good for sales. But hey, I don't work for Atlus or sales, so what do I know? But even with all my misgivings, Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance is shaping up to be a good game from what I've been seeing. And I will give credit where it's due. The game does come out with a lot of content, so it's not little tweaks here and there. The whole game is getting an overhaul. So we basically played the beta version of Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Switch. Now, Vengeance actually comes out on my birthday, so yay, happy birthday to me. If you're watching this, then you're obligated to hit that like button for my birthday. JK, do what you want. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now on to Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance and what you need to know before you buy. There is a lot of changes in this new edition, and also the game is releasing on multiple platforms. So now you get to experience the game on your dedicated console, from the PlayStation 5, Xbox, and even PC, and also the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm getting mine on the PlayStation 5 because the Nintendo Switch one was very janky. If you played it, then you know. I don't really mind 30 FPS, but the thing with Shin Megami Tensei 5, it was really rocky when it came to the FPS. So it was really noticeable when there was a frame rate drop, and it dropped a lot. So I don't like to punish myself for no reason, so that's why I'm getting the PS5 version, because it has 60 FPS and enhanced graphics. Though for people who do like the Switch one, then there's that. So it's a great thing that they decided to go multi-platform. I really don't like how I have to rebuy the game, but at least I could rebuy it on a more powerful console. Tell me in the comments down below what console you're gonna get Vengeance on, if you're gonna get the game. So one of the biggest changes that they advertised is the new story in Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. So SMT5 Vengeance is technically getting what Persona 5 Royal got, a whole new storyline added to the original storyline. Now the storyline is split into two, and it tackles different aspects of the game. The first storyline is the canon of creation, which is basically the original storyline. Now the new storyline is called the canon of vengeance, which follows the original plot up until a certain point midway, and it also has a completely different ending from the original endings. Along with this new story comes new characters. One of those characters is called Yoko Himomura. I probably mispronounced that, my bad. Who is also another student in St. Maria's Academy. She is the main focus of this new story, and the main character is given a warning that her soul will be chaos and ruin. Does she explain any of this? No, she doesn't, but that's for you to discover in the story. And she's also considered a saint. So very exciting things that they add into the new story, because honestly, in the original, the story was so bare bones. The characters might as well been cardboard. They didn't really do much, and they didn't really flesh it out either. So I'm glad that in Vengeance we get a lot of new story points, including new characters and fleshing out a little bit of the characters that were there in the original. Now I know the story is not going to be 100% better, but at least these little things will make it a very brand new experience for the newcomers and for people like me who've played the original. Oh, and the new character can use something called exorcism magic, which, okay, I want to see how that plays out in action. Now that is basically all the information that we've gotten when it comes to the story and the new characters. I did enjoy Shin Megami Tensei 5. I beat it to completion, so there's a part of me that really likes the game, and I'm excited to see the changes that they're gonna make. Another new thing that they're going to expand with Vengeance is the amount of demons in the game. We're getting a whole bunch of new demons, 40 to be exact, which doesn't sound a lot, but given that number in the already original game, that's a lot of different demons. Now these new demons are not necessarily new, they just added more from older Shin Megami Tensei games that wasn't included in the base game of Shin Megami Tensei 5. The new demons include a bunch of names I cannot pronounce right now. The interesting part is some of these demons are from African mythology. I'm not really well versed in African mythology, so it's really interesting to see how they're gonna put it in the game. One of the big highlights for me personally is Naho-Hiho. Now Naho-Hiho is a Jack Frost with the Nahobino costume on. And I just love the name because Jack Frost always say hee-ho, hee-ho. So it's Naho-Hiho. It's just so adorable. I can't wait to get one for myself. It just looks really, really cute. Now Jack Frost is basically the mascot of Shin Megami Tensei games and Atlas themselves. So I love to see Jack Frost in the different outfits based on the protagonist. They did that also with Soul Hackers 2. The Jack Frost was dressed like the protagonist and it was really cute. But I'm just getting sidetracked. Back to the task at hand. Also, the Demi-Fiend is now recruitable. If you guys don't know, the Demi-Fiend is actually the protagonist from Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Now he was in the original game. It was actually DLC, but his boss fight was one of the hardest boss fights in the game. I didn't beat him. He was way too hard. Also, there's this group of all-female demons called the Quaditsu. I probably mispronounced that. Basically, it's a group of demons led by Lilith, and I'll put the names of the other demons here. And I don't really know what they're doing in the story, but I'm excited to find out. But the demons are not the only things that are getting an improvement in this game. There is also the gameplay. There are a ton of changes to the gameplay in Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. First thing, the level cap has been increased from level 99 now to level 150, which is wild. Now you can't get this under normal circumstances. This is only obtained when you meet certain conditions in the game. And you need this item called the Mortal Transcendence. So that item basically increases your level cap. But not only that, the levels get uncapped for your party members as well. Now you're probably wondering, why do we need an increase in the level cap to 150? Well, they also added a new difficulty. Now this difficulty is called the Godborn difficulty. The new difficulty is so difficult that to compensate, the game gives you stat boosting items to buy instead of being found in the overworld. So yeah, that level 150 is going to be necessary. In a normal playthrough, I don't think you would need the difficulty capped unlocked. I beat the original game where my party members were in their 70s and 80s. So if you just play normal mode, the game will be perfectly fine. And for you weirdos out there who like very difficult games, then the Godborn difficulty is for you. Another thing that they improved on is in the Cathedral of Shadows. If you guys don't know, the Cathedral of Shadows is basically a place where you get to fuse your demons and all that good stuff. First, they added the Die Compendium fusions, which basically lets you combine demons that you have along with the demons from your compendium, which in turn gives you more creative freedom on the kind of demons that you could fuse. And another thing that's completely new is the virtual battles. This is basically like a boss rush gauntlet. Typical with boss rushes, the more you get into it, the higher the difficulty gets, with the max level reaching level 999. Now going back into the battles in the overworld, you could actually have the human companions do something in this game. In the original game, they did jack squat, but now in Vengeance, they actually do something. Now whether they're good or not is up to interpretation, but it's better than them just doing nothing. It's kind of reminiscent of Shin Megami Tensei 4 and how they handle human companions. This game also now has a feature called consecutive counters. Now this basically lets multiple enemies come in waves, and that is a great thing because the more enemies, the more XP, and the more Mako. Now there's plenty more new features that they're going to add. These are just the main ones that I found really interesting. And now for the last segment, and that is quality of life changes. The biggest quality of life change, in my opinion, has to be how the abscesses are treated in this game. The abscesses are basically an enemy you have to fight, and if you fight it, more of the map gets revealed. But in Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, you defeating the abscess is not required to reveal the map. So the map is just revealed to you at all times. There's also a nice tweak to auto battles where it's now separated into two different variants. There is the normal auto attack, which basically has your party members attack normally. But now they introduced auto skill, which basically allows party members to use certain skills and attack enemies' weaknesses. Another cool thing is about the Nahubino. They introduced this new item that allows you to reset the Nahubino stats and then relocate those points wherever you want. A very nice quality of life change. Another big thing that they're adding is you can save wherever you want. I love games that respect your time, and a good way to start is having the player save wherever they want. You don't necessarily have to go to a save point. So that is it for everything you should know before you buy Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. And I hope that it helped you out. Please let me know if you're gonna get this game in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. I want to thank all you guys so much because we officially hit 7K subscribers, and that is mind-blowing. To put into perspective, so I usually get 1,000 subscribers each year. This one though, I got to 7K in half the year. And it means that my videos are getting better and you guys are enjoying them, and I really appreciate the support, and thank you so much. If you like this video, then hit that like button, and if you like my content and would love to see more RPG content, then please subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I would appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and as always, play a good game. Peace.